Hello, 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 my Dashers. Finally back on normal schedule. I am back at Dasherville. As you can see, I have finally made it back out of the desert. I'm getting my house ready to help my sister. She will be going into surgery, so I will be definitely helping her recover for about a couple weeks. So I had to come back and get the house ready. Um, yeah, so a lot has happened this week. As you know, it has been so not only trying to clean up the van and get the van from all the desert sand that was in it. Oh my God, it was so bad. And living in that for a month, I came back and now I'm cleaning up the house to get ready, sanitizing it for my sister, to help her out. But a lot of things are definitely popping up in the channel, and I did release a video on the Harry Potter Wizarding World when I went to it in the making of Harry Potter Wizarding World Warner Brothers Studio Tour. It's so long. So I went to Narima City from downtown Tokyo in Ueno. I took the train, the whole 9 yards. It was fun. It was no problem. The one thing I got to tell you in Tokyo is their subway systems are so easy to read. A lot of people are like, oh, actually, they're very safe. They're always on time. So when it says it'll be there, it'll be there exactly as scheduled. Very clean. The subway stations, everything is really, really clean there. So I had no issues going from Tokyo way over to Narima, which is, I want to say, about a half hour outside the city. And had a great, great time. Uh, it takes 4.5 hours for that studio tour. And crazy. They had all the sets, like all the props, and things like that. And being able to walk through it. I did get a Walkman that had the translation, so I didn't like join the tour because the tour was all in Japanese. And of course, as everyone knows, I don't understand Japanese. I can get myself from A to B, but that's about it. So yeah, I went ahead and got the Walkman. So I got English as I'm walking, all of the backstories of all of the sets and how they came about it, and Nina Lima's part of it, and this, and the art department, and the props department, and all this wonderful like thing. And they actually had interactive green screens. So it was kind of cool because you actually got to see at the end. Of course, you could purchase it. Well, of course, which I did as a Harry Potter fan. Why wouldn't I? It's a once in a lifetime kind of thing. And they did give you, I actually bought the souvenir, um, what do you call it? Program. Yeah, a souvenir program. And so I got to bring that home, and it was it was a lot of fun. But it is a lot of walking. So if you're gonna think about going to the studio tour, bring your walking shoes because it is no joke. The place was huge, huge. So let's see, is anybody in the house? Somebody's in the house. Say hello, hello. Um, so that was my experience with the Harry Potter Wizarding World. I had a great time. I have videos coming out about a long haul amenity kit that I bring with me that also becomes my toiletry kit when I'm at my destination. So it's like bringing a piece of home with you so you can actually enjoy your time at your destination city, which I will be using on my 15-day cruise coming up in March. Yeah, that's right. I got a 15-day cruise leaving out of Cape Liberty, New Jersey, and I've got 7 days at sea, a whole week. I'm going to the Azores. I'm going to Portugal and Gibraltar and a few Cartagena, ending up in Barcelona. So I will be spending 2 extra days to explore Barcelona and then flying back home to the States. So that is coming up. So I'll be using that amenity kit with me on the cruise and at, my long haul flight back. So I will be flying Lufthansa from Barcelona, going to Frankfurt, and from Frankfurt right straight to Houston. So that'll be a lot of fun. So what else? Well, as some of you may know, so that's coming up in March. July, I plan on going back up to New England, where I'll spend probably a few weeks up there in Rhode Island, like I normally do every July. End of September and October, I will be doing the beet harvest again up in North Dakota. And that will bring me to the end of October. And for the big surprise. So I'm pretty sure, about 90% sure, that I will be attending language school in Japan. Shocker, right? Which means I'm still debating whether I'm going to go for a year or a year and a half. But I will be living and studying in Japan for a year to a year and a half. So, as some of you know, I have started taking classes. You can't really see. Of course, you can't see. But I started taking some courses in Japanese for hiragana, katakana, grammar, some very basics. Because I think you have to have 150 hours of classes in order to become eligible for a student visa. Because obviously, if you're going to stay there more than 3 months, you need some kind of visa. So I pretty much found the school, like I said, 90% sure I know the school I want to go to, because they do accept mature individuals. Most of the language schools, you have to be under 30. And so, yeah, that kind of stinks for me because I'm way past that. But yeah, the language school that I'm going to. Oh, let's see. Share. And it is this one. Genki Jacks. They're the only ones that are actually allowing mature adults to attend classes. So I find, and I will be going to Nagoya. I have explored Tokyo enough. I've explored Kyoto enough. Nagoya, I actually, do have some family close to there that maybe I could reconnect with. I don't know. But I know Nagoya area is it's still a city, but yet not out there. Fukuoka is way down, like you can see, it's way down over here. That is where my mother grew up, around Fukuoka. But I will be going to Nagoya, which is right here. So this is the one that I have chosen that I want to go to. So, of course, I have to apply for school first. Then if I get accepted, then I get to go to start the whole visa process, finding a place to live, all that kind of stuff. Now, you are able to work while you're attending school part-time. So I'm also going to take my TEFL, Teach English Language uh, um, certification. So when I go there, I can be a tutor, a one-on-one tutor for someone. But this is Genki Jackson. It's pretty much the one that I'm more than likely going to apply for. So pretty excited about that. I know it's kind of different, but you only live once. It has been a good desire of mine to learn more Japanese. Unfortunately, my mother was not a very patient teacher. um, so now um, she mainly focused on speaking, but if you don't understand the grammar or the writing or the hiragana, the katakana, or the kanji, you're not going to get the grammar. And so, yeah, I have started writing my katakana. Let me see. Been actually starting to write the katakana. Let me see if I can. Yeah, there we go. We'll just go that way. Like, yay. um, Learning how to write it is definitely a lot harder than I thought. But once you get used to it, it's not that big of a deal. So that's kind of nice. But then I've got our book is Japanese for the busy people one. And it's actually really good because a lot of it is in hiragana and katakana. So it forces you to actually, read it. So being able to get the vocabulary and make conversations with it. So I'm very pleased with the way that the class is structured, and it was offered from the Japanese Society of Houston. So Japanese American Society of Houston. So, which is really nice, and it's a 8-week course. I think you got like 2 weeks off, and then another session starts up. So hopefully I will get 5 sessions in. This is the first session. I'm 4 weeks in. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it. But yeah, so that's the big surprise is that I will be living in Japan for a year and going to language school. And I'm pretty sure I'll be doing that. But, again, I'll be doing the cruise. I've got the van trip to Rhode Island. I've got the beet harvest coming up, which is again another month. Oh God, last year was over a month. Like 6 weeks. Normally it's about 3 weeks, 4 max, but it ended up being like 6 weeks because of the rain. Mother Nature was not happy. But yeah, so, and then hopefully I want to start January of 2027. So I have to go through, all the stuff. I have to apply first to the school, then I have to get accepted. Then I have to show documentation, get all the documentation for the visa. Then they have to submit it to the embassy in Japan. The consulate in Japan. And once they give a certificate of eligibility, it's called a COE, then I pay the tuition or whatever, and then they send me that certificate of eligibility, and then I will take that to the Japanese embassy here in Houston and get a visa. Then when I go in January, I go through customs. They will give me my residence card. So I'll be a resident for a year. Most of the tourist visas are only for 30 days. So they do have a 6 month program, and they do have a year and a year and a half. So I'm still debating whether I want to. I probably will go back to Japan in May just to check out the school and see if, they actually let you sit into a class and see if it's something that I really want to, pursue. Um, yeah. So that is pretty much what's been going on. Crazy it is. Um, I, at this point in my life, it's like, you only live once, and the opportunity to live and work, because I can work part time, which is only, I think it was 28 hours a week. And if we're on school holiday, I can work up to 40 hours a week on school holidays or school in between school sessions. Um, so, I can work waitressing job or whatever, work at the local ramen place, um, or even just tutor Japanese classes. So, which is that's another reason why I want to get my TEFL, teach English language to foreigners. I think it's what it's called. I can't remember the acronym for it. Um, so yeah, as a native speaker, that door is always open because they're always looking for private tutors there, so I can set my own hours, only as long as I don't work over 28 hours, and I get paid. It can all be Zoom, it can be personal, it can be person, or, but it's mostly probably going to just be online. So, how cool is that? So, I figured if I get my teaching certificate and I teach English language to foreigners, um, yeah, it'd be kind of a good thing. So, I won't have to really work for, I'll work for Japanese clients, but mostly for private tutoring. So I won't enroll in like a kids duo or another like school, an after school program or something like that. Because I've just heard a lot of horror stories of how they treat their English teachers. And I'm like, no, I'd rather just do the private session, or I could, like I said, become a server somewhere or work at a hotel. I have night audit experience, no problem. As long as I only work 28 hours during my visa time, and then take it from there. Will I stay in Japan? Probably not, because I would want to come back, and again, I could be remote translator or something like that. Somebody who attended the 18-month course went from an N5, which is completely beginner, and she just passed her N2, which is what most Japanese employers want, is N2 proficiency, which is almost 100% fluent. N1 is obviously fluent. And the Japanese actually, for foreigners, they require N2 or above. So it can be done. I have been raised Japanese, so I still would want to go out and see things, but that wouldn't be like a main priority of me being there, because pretty much grew up with all that my whole entire life. So yeah. So other than that, um, boy, I don't see a lot of people. One, who's on? Who's here? Anybody here? Yeah. Okay. Wow. This is pretty much a short live. Last week was weird because I couldn't see the comments. And that was weird. It's the first time I ever did it on the phone. And for some reason, it wasn't showing comments. So it's kind of hard to have a conversation with nobody speaking. um, yeah. Anyway, that pretty much is what has been going on. Next week, I will be doing the video on the amenity kit or the credit card miles, one of the two, probably the credit card miles, because I've been saying that for a while and that video needs to come out. So a lot of people don't know how to use Zip Air with credit card miles, and I found the perfect hack. So yeah. So I've been talking about it. It's time to reveal that and get that one completed. So that is what I will probably be doing. And getting that video out next week. I've been doing some shorts. Seems a lot of people like the cooking shorts. So I'm going to keep doing that, as well as, things here and there, what's going on. I'm also doing some updates to Fuzzy back there. So I have I have a solar panel bypass it's been installed into my van. I will also be lowering my shelf and making a nice little shelving unit to give me extra storage. And I will be building a cabinet for the back end of Fuzzy. So I have like sort of being able to close that off and not make it look so dang messy. Can't stand it. Hey, Linda, how are you? Yay! Well, greetings from, coastal Texas, from Houston. At least it's not as hot as the desert, but it is starting to get muggy. Great. And this is only, mid-February. Jeez. I hope we don't have another summer like last year. And normally we get the heat and humidity around June 1st. Lately, it's been March 1st. I mean, May 1st. It's like a month early, and I'm like, it'll last all the way to October. Yeah, not looking forward to those times. Those times are kind of like really, stay. But how are you? Yes, I am back in Texas. Sister is having surgery on Thursday. So, since I have a garage that's basically open, she will be recovering for 2 weeks at my house because she's going to need help getting around. She's going to need help doing her PT, driving her to her appointments because she can't drive. She's having knee surgery. So I will be taking her to the hospital. It's my sister. So she's my best friend. Y'all know that. And so she needed my help. So I came back. And it's just more conducive. I have to take care of the dogs, I have to take care of the chickens and everything else on the property, and make sure that she stays safe, not falling down, so she can recover and get her life back on track. Yeah. She's been in pain for a while. I want to say she fell about 6 months ago and it kind of displaced her knee, and she's been in that pain for 6 months. Now she's had it, bound up in braces and this and that, but it's really hard for her to walk. And she's in a lot of pain. What's happened is the bone had kind of off kiltered, and she's had surgery on that knee prior. So they're having to go in and just reconstruct everything because she also has a genetic degenerative bone disease. So she's no cartilage left, everything else. So they're having to go in to reconstruct the whole thing. And so she's going to need help. So I came back early from the desert to get the house ready. my vacuum cleaner broke, so I had to get a new one and just literally start vacuuming and mopping and sanitizing. And I mean, this house needed a big, what do you call it, overhaul anyway. So, because it's all a garage and I have dogs that shed. So it's like, oh my goodness. So, yeah. So I will be helping her out for a change. And actually, yeah, I'm okay with that. She's my sister. She's my ride or die. Um, there's nothing I wouldn't do for her. So I came back from the desert. I only stayed a month. Only stayed a month. But yeah, I need to do things here. Been busy with my Japanese lessons. Don't know if you heard, but I may be going to live in Japan for a year and a half. Yeah, I know, right? To learn Japanese. So yeah, can you imagine the videos coming out of that one? I'll be 59 and attending a language school in Japan. So yeah, that's the big news. Start already taking classes. So yeah. When are you going to Japan? Well, I think I will be going to Japan for about a month in May. And I want to check out the scene. I want to go to Nagoya. In case those that don't know. Let me see here. This is the language school I'm looking to go to. It's called Genki Jacks in Nagoya. And as you can see, they have several different ones. This is the only school that I know of that actually accepts mature adults. Usually you have to be under 30. So being able to attend school in my 60s, or, close enough, 59. And they, provide accommodations, help with accommodations, the visa support, the whole 9 yards. So they do have several locations. I've been in Tokyo. It's a city. So yeah, but it's also expensive as heck to live. Nagoya is actually more a city as well, but it's a lot cheaper than Tokyo to live. So I chose Nagoya. Fukuoka, it is a city, but it's way in the south and it's more local. Kyoto is very touristy, honestly. Nagoya is kind of out, and I do have family members that live near Nagoya, so I will be going to Nagoya and see if I can't reconnect them. So that pretty much is the spiel on that, guys. Do you know any Japanese? Yes, I was raised by my mom. She's full Japanese, so that obviously makes me half. But I am attending school as we speak. Japanese for busy people. I've actually started learning the hiragana. I'm only in my 4th week. We'll have our 5th week. So I've got my workbooks and my kana books and all, all my things. But I'm also said, you know what? I figure if I take the 5 sessions that the Japanese American Society of Houston, JASH, is offering the 5 levels of, in their 8 or 9 weeks of classes. So they're 2 hours on 1 day a week. So my days are on Monday right now because I'm the absolute beginner. So yeah. Actually, to get a student visa, believe it or not, you have to have at least 150 hours of Japanese lessons in order to apply for a student visa. So I'm at least attending this. You you are a horse. A horse? Well, it's the year of the horse, but hmm. But that pretty much is what's going on. But I'm gonna go through, all of the visa process, looking for an apartment while I'm here in the States. Because, the houses that they recommend, of course, they get a cut or whatever, and they're kind of expensive, actually. They do have some shared housing. I don't know if I want to do a shared housing or get my own apartment. I'm used to living alone, so I don't know but being in a shared house forces you to interact with others. They actually do have host families as well, so that would definitely force you to talk Japanese and be able to use it on a daily basis. So I don't know. I mean, I think I'm too old for all that kind of stuff. I don't know yet, but I think what I want to do is I want to try and do a shared house for a month and see um, how that comes out. If it's something that I want to do for a year, or no, have to do the apartment thing, then I can search on houses or apartments while I'm in Nagoya. So I'll be going to Tokyo, spending a couple days, and then going down to Nagoya probably for a week, and then to check out the schools, see if I can find my family. And if I cannot secure a shared housing, I'll return. But if I can, then I might stay a month. Who knows? You're allowed 3 months on a tourist visa, so that's 90 days. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. This is the year of the horse. Yes. Is horse? No, I am I think I'm a rat. 67, 1967. So that makes me 58. I'll be 59 in April. So I don't know. I think I'm a rat. Can't remember what 1967 is. Let's find out. Shall we? Let's find out. What? Okay, goat. 19 says fire goat. Sorry, I'm a goat. Sheep. Same as my sister. Yeah, it says fire goat or sheep ram. So the fire goat is a sheep or a ram. Yeah. Yeah. February 9, 1967 to the ending of January 29, fire goat year. It combines the gentle, creative nature of the goat with passion and energy of fire, resulting in individual often described as artistic, compassionate, and determined, yet sometimes prone to worry. Boy, isn't that the truth? Yes, sheep. Sheep, ram, but it's the fire goat. Figure that one out. But yeah, so pretty much is what's been going on. So if you guys like the shorts or everything that I've been posting, I've been posting pretty regularly now for at least a couple weeks, 3 weeks. Had the Harry Potter long form video come out. I had what else did I have? Well, I'll be the Internet Cafe the week before. Yeah. So I'll be doing credit card miles, hopefully. for Wednesday. Drop on Wednesday. And then I've been doing the shorts throughout. And then I'll be doing, um, yeah, the live here. What you think? What you think, guys? At least it's something. And getting back into the swing of things. It's been slow riding, but you know, and it's all right. But then I can start making, like I said, I'm coming up to a well, 17-day trip because I'm spending a 2 extra couple days in Barcelona. That I will be streaming live from the ship if I can. One time I couldn't, but we'll see. Because I do have the internet package. Even if I have to like go find somewhere. But a lot of Europeans take these transatlantic tours. But I don't know how full the ship is going to be or anything like that. And they keep trying to send me like upgrade your room, upgrade your room. So I don't know how many people are actually going on this transatlantic because I don't know a lot of people who could take 15 days off to go on a transatlantic. Usually only 7, but we'll see. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And I will be going, this is going to be a weird one, guys, because the ship I'm going on is Odyssey of the Seas. Now, I have not returned to Odyssey of the Seas since my mother's passing because that was the ship she passed on. So it is going to be a very kind of emotional 15 days, I think. But I think I need to, it needs to move on. And I need to, I need to go. So it's time to get back on that ship. And yeah, it's time to let go of that. It's been since 2022. It's been 3 years. Shoot. 3. Yeah, it's 2026. She died in 2022. God, 4 years. So, yeah. When are you leaving? I am leaving on March 15th. So I will be leaving, which is a Sunday. So that obviously means I won't be having a live on that day. Or I might be, because I'll still be in New York. Because I'll already be on the ship. So yeah, I probably will still have the live there while we're, getting out of New York. We have an early board time. I think we have to be on ship like 2:30 or 3:30, which is very early. Something like that. It was really weird. It was like 1:30 or 2:30. I can't remember. Something. It was really early compared to the normal 4:30 board time. But I will be flying in the night before, so I don't miss the ship. And I'll be arriving there early, and having my, I have the key. So I have the internet package and the chops lunch and the priority seating and all that kind of stuff. And it's like I said, 7 days on the ship without a port. So yeah, I'll be able to get all of the nooks and crannies of the Odyssey. Like last time I was there, they had bumper cars. They had the North Star, which is a thing that hangs off the end of the ship or the front of the ship. They have a few other things. So I'll be exploring all of that fun stuff. I've got 7 days to put out content. So that should be really kind of cool. So that's Odyssey of the Seas. And yeah, it will be tough to go back to the casino. I'm not going to lie. But, and especially go into that bathroom. But that's okay. Something I need to let go. It's healthy. I miss my mom. I'm not going to lie. I miss her a lot, but it's not going to stop me. So I wish I would have thought about going to Japan to language school earlier, and then I could have came back home and spoke to her in Japanese. She would have freaked out. Uh, my dad would have been envious. He would have been like the next person to go. But that's all right. We're going to Spain on a cruise. Oh, and walking. Oh, you're doing the Camino? Nice. Yeah, I'll be ending up. We go transatlantic, so it's like 7 days on the ship, and then we end in the Azores. We stop off at the Azores. We have another day of cruising, and then we hit Portugal. And then from Portugal, we work our way around, the coast. So we go to Gibraltar, Cartagena, um, how they there's like 6 ports, and it's every day, boom, 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 and ending up in Barcelona. And then I extended mine by 2 extra days to explore Barcelona itself because I've never been there. So I'll be going to explore Barcelona in all its beauty. And which reminds me, I got to put my accommodations. And then I will head back home via Lufthansa from Barcelona to Frankfurt, back to Houston. So, yeah. Sounds like fun. When will you arrive? I will arrive in Barcelona on the 30th of March. And I'll be there the 30th, 31st, and I leave back to Houston on the 1st of April. April Fools. But no fools. It's for real. So I booked my trip, my return trip already. So I haven't booked my trip to New Jersey yet, but yeah. You'll be there a day before us. Oh, so you're going to be in Barcelona at the same time I am? Because I get there on the 30th. I'm there the 30th, 31st, and I leave the 1st. So I have 2 days extra. It arrives at like 7 a.m. on the 30th. And then I just I'm going to get a hotel for that night and the night after and then leave. Oh, you arrive on 4/1. I leave on 4/1. Oh, dang it. Yeah, I already got my ticket to go home. If I would have known that, I would have extended one day. But man, yeah, I come home on 4/1. Darn it. Of course, I use credit card points. It only cost me, how much did it cost me? 57,000 points. Yeah, 57,000 points inclusive. I didn't have to pay any extra. It was only 45,000 if I would have paid $151 Canadian, but I'm like, just use all the points. I had 60,000 points in there, so it's basically I got my one-way ticket back using points. Woohoo! Dang, you arrive on 4/1. That stinks. I wish I would have known. I would have freaking extended one more day and met you for dinner or something. Too funny. Yeah, I leave on the 1st, early morning, so it kind of stinks. I'll be there 2 days to explore. So yeah, I get there the 30th, so I'll have all day the 30th, all day the 31st, and I leave the morning of the 1st. And I like to walk, so I usually walk the whole entire everywhere, and then I'll be home. Oh. Dang it. I know, right? If I would have known, I would have extended an extra day. We could have had dinner in Barcelona. That kind of stinks. What a bummer. Uh, yeah, but I'm not flying. I'm taking a cruise. Whoop, whoop. I'm hoping and I'm praying that we don't have like rough waters. I don't know. Thank God it's not hurricane season or typhoon season. So here's to crossing my fingers that we have calm waters. Who knows? I think that's why they do the transatlantic at the times when it's like calm. But they're positioning Odyssey the Seas to do the Mediterranean routes for this year. So I think they brought back the Symphony and now they're bringing over the Odyssey. So yeah, but it's a repositioning flight. I mean, a transatlantic repositioning to take the Odyssey from New York and bringing it over to the Mediterranean routes. I know that would have been cool. That would have been cool to have like a dinner in Barcelona. That would have been neat. Hey, I saw you in the desert. Yeah, not anymore. Now I see you in Barcelona. That would have been so neat. Oh, what is this? Going, oh, really? I'm going with Cindy, and it's her very first cruise. No way. Oh, a cruise newbie. This trip will make 305 cruise nights. Like it's so bizarre to say. 305 cruise nights with Royal Caribbean. Wow. Wow. You're going from Galveston? Who are you taking? I mean, is it Carnival or I didn't know they had one from Galveston. Wow. Yeah, I got to go all the way to Cape Liberty. So that acts on what? So Galveston to Barcelona. Are you going direct? So you're not stopping at like Portugal or another couple of ports or the Azores or Bermuda? Harmony of the Seas. Harmony is going to go now do the Mediterranean route too? Oh, that's right. Because I think Allure's coming. Allure's coming back for a couple of them. And then I think Icon of the Seas is coming here in 2027. I think I heard some rumors that Icon of the Sea was coming here. Ooh, I haven't been on that one. So looking forward to that one. Really? Harmony of the Seas. Ah. So you're a Royal Caribbean person too. Yeah. I love Royal. Um yeah, since we all gamble and everything else, I get the rooms like I've got a balcony oceanside view with $1,000 free play, $150 onboard credit. I'm Diamond Plus, and the key. So I'm like, yeah, that's the way to travel. I get free alcohol down in the casino. I get 5 drinks anywhere else on the ship per day. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't buy beverage packages anymore. This will only be my second. Oh, you're gonna love it. Harmony of the Seas is, I think, one of the first one. No, I had Liberty of the Seas first. Then I had Harmony. Then I had Allure, Symphony. Um, shoot, I've been on so many, and they're all the. Most of them are the Oasis class. I have all. I kept all of the sea passes. Odyssey of the Seas. Um, Symphony, Allure, Harmony, Liberty. I think I've been on the Mariner. I have to look at. I think that's all of them. I don't know, but there's the Oasis of the Seas was on that one too. They're all the Oasis class ships. but I've never been on the Icon one. Rhapsody. Smaller ship. You'll like Harmony better. Harmony's a bigger ship. Oh, that's right. She's going into dry dock though. Harmony's going into dry dock. She's not doing the Mediterranean trip or Mediterranean routes. Odyssey of the Seas is doing it, but Harmony is due for dry dock in Spain. That's where they have their dry dock. So a retrofit. So they're going to. Last time I did a retrofit on Carnival, and there was like they stripped the ship, like they didn't have anything. So yeah. I'm glad I went to Carnival one trip. That was all I took, and I never took another Carnival one again. Nope. Mm-mm. So yeah, I went on Royal, and ever since Royal, 305 cruise nights later. It's embarrassing to say. If I get 700, then I'm Pinnacle. That's the last like highest tier that you can get. It's Pinnacle, 700 nights. I'm like 305. I got a while. But hey, if you're a single cruiser and get a junior suite and and it's a 7 days, that's like 21 nights for that one 7-day sailing. It's great because when you use casino offers, I don't pay a single supplemental. So you get an extra point for being single, you get an extra point for the actual cruise itself, and then you get an extra point if it's a junior suite or more. So yeah. Woohoo. I need to know your secret. Yeah, it's not that hard. It's gamble in the casino. And you don't have to spend a lot. It's just consistently, as long as you make, was it 2,400 points? You become prime and you get free drinks in the casino and you get more offers for like even the interior room. It's still going to be, if you go alone, it's single in an interior. So you'll get 14 days for a 7-day cruise. So you get double the points. Cruise nights. When COVID hit to get us back into the, cruising thing, they were offering triple points. So yeah, that was nice. My 21 day became 42 nights. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, hell yeah, I'll take that. Yeah. That was a time. I think I only took like two or three cruises like that, but it was worth it. That's why I jumped up for 305 points. I went from like Emerald to Diamond Plus. Boom. Okay. But yeah, that's the secret. Just you go on cruises yourself. Even if it's for 4 day, you still get 8 nights for 4 days. And, it doesn't cost that much if you do the casino offers because it's like you're only paying the taxes and port charges. So, yeah. That's the secret. Not much of a secret, but just got to gamble a little bit. Because you win some, you lose some. You win some, you lose some. If you do it smartly, you don't, you need 2,400 points to get Prime membership, which gets you interior offers. Which a 7-day cruise would be like, an interior would be like $175 for 7 nights. Thanks, I'll try that. Yeah, it's really easy. You just got to play the game. And, you bring a couple $100, whatever, you win some, lose some, win some, lose some, win some, lose some. Before you know it, you're at 2,400 points. It's not very hard to get. But 1 point is $5. So every $5 is 1 point. My last cruise, I think I did 13,000 points. I think they were like, whoa. And you think that by 5, and I think I owed $2,000 from that cruise. But the thing is, this I looked it up too. This is the craziest thing. So I got the trip now, this 15-day cruise. I think I paid $302 for a balcony ocean view for the 15 days, right? So I went as like a normal person would, whatever, to look at a balcony room for this same sailing, the whole 9 yards. And believe it or not, an ocean view with just a normal nothing, $14,000. I was like, what? And I paid $302, I think, from my casino offer. Now, granted, I spent 2,000, but even if I paid 2,000, they have $14,000 for just a normal, Joe Schmo with no points or anything. Hello. Yep, I did slots. Slots are easier to get the points than table games because they don't track every single dollar, whereas the slots can. And so, and most of them are penny slots, and max bet for me, some of them are like the max bet is only $3.25. Or middle of the road is $2.25. So if the machine starts paying, then I'll up it a little bit. But if it starts to get cold, then I put it down a little bit. It's all on how you play the slots. I mean, it's a gamble. If it stops paying, I'm out. See ya. I put a $20 or $30 in, and if I don't get anything in those $30, I move to the next machine. Because it's not going to pay. And so when I find a machine that actually pays, I'll say I'll maybe do $100, and if it hits, great, I'll play it. But if it's not, I'll walk away. The point is, a lot of people don't walk away. They think, oh, I put so much money and it's going to hit. No, it's all algorithms and stuff. It's luck, man. It's what a slot is. A one-arm bandit, guys. That's it. So yeah, it is the slots, but they will track every penny you spend. Whereas at the card games, my mom, she loved the card games. She loved blackjack. So if she was doing bad in blackjack, she'd go on the slots, win some money on the slots, and then come back to the tables. But because blackjack is a game of skill as well as counting. But I mean, you got to know. But slots will track your money more. So you'll know you'll get a point every $5. Whether it's money that you won or you put in more money, it still tracks $5 for every point. So that's why it's easier to get the 22,400 points easier on a slot machine than it would be playing cards. So there you go. Little tip. All right, guys, it is pretty much the end of the hour. I hope that was, I get offers all the time, which is great. I'll even if it's, most of mine, because I am, I'm not a signature, which is 25,000 points. I am past the prime, so I do get free drinks all night long, every night, in the casino for free. Any alcohol, any beers, anything, any mixed drinks, anything in the casino for free. Now I do have a coupon from my Diamond Plus membership where I get 5 drinks in any bar for free. So I don't drink. I don't drink. I drink soda. I mean, this is it. So what I'll do is I'll get a couple of cans of Dr. Pepper and store them up in my room. Come back down, get a couple more cans, store them up in my room. So I have to buy a beverage package for soda because I just do that. And because of my 5 drinks, like at dinner, I'll just use my Diamond Plus, certificate for a soda at dinner. Don't drink. So, I'm a cheap date when it comes to that. So, anyways, so that's pretty much the news. I'll probably be going to Japan for a month in May. to check things out about the language school and everything like that. Um, I'll be going to Tokyo, then I'll be going down to Nagoya to check out the school and maybe places to live, find a real estate agent to work with, so on and so forth. Do a little research, see if I can't locate my family, and then I'll come back. In July, I'll be in Rhode Island. September, I'll be in North Dakota for the beet harvest because that's going to pay for school. Um, and then January, I will be hopefully headed to Japan. That pretty much wraps it up, guys. So stay safe out there. Thank you for joining me. Please hit the like button for me. It helps me out. I do appreciate it. That's about what's going on here at the homestead. Getting ready for Deb's surgery on Thursday. So cleaning up, doing my Japanese lessons, and staying up on that. I'm also checking into the TEFL certification, teach English language to foreigners, to get certified there so I could become a private tutor while I'm going to school in Japan. That would be pretty cool. So thanks so much. Please stay safe out there this week, because it is a jungle out there. And as always, stop dreaming it and start living it. Bye, guys. Have a great week. Take care. Bye. Bye, Linda. Good night.